Rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Yesterday we discussed the basic terms of English pedagogy. So today we will also try to implement that, and we will discuss in detail chapter number 1, the teaching strategies. So when we talk about teaching strategy, it can be classified under the following two types of styles. Number one is autocratic style, and number two is permissive styles. So as the name suggests, autocratic styles is basically just like an automatic style. The whole authority mainly belongs to the teacher. Okay, so teacher is in the main role, and in the permissive styles is basically there is more involvement of students, more involvement of learners, and they are given more they are given more independence to participate in the class. So number one is lecture method. We had discussed in the earlier lectures in detail about the lecture methods. So keep in mind, every style of teaching will have some basic principles, and then there will be some specific advantages, and obviously after advantages there may be some shortcomings or demerits of that method as well. So depending upon the level of learners, depending upon the content, depending upon the creativity of the teacher, he is supposed to select any one of those, or more than one of styles to cater to the needs of the students in the class. So if we discuss in detail, the autocratic style is basically where teacher has the authority. So number one is lecture method, the other is demonstrations. So in which the teacher is in the main role, but he practically does something in front of the students. Number three is tutorials. So it is basically tutorials are arranged for for those students, who are having challenges regarding their studies as well. Fourth one is programmed instructions. So in each and everything, these are mainly for programmed instructions about for the subject of mathematics. So as the name suggests, all these four types of styles basically revolves around the teacher. And if we discuss about permissive styles, it is one of the most important thing is number one, question answer strategy. So this is one of the most important thing to gain attention is question answers. The other is heuristic approach. This is problem solving approach. You give some problem and then the students are supposed to solve that. Number three is a project approach. So you give some project and the students are supposed to solve that. Fourth one is a group discussion. So it's a kind of a debate as well. Five is very common one, that is role playing. Okay, just as the functions, or in the class, one is doctor, other is patient. So there may be many role plays regarding that. Number six is just like assignments. It may be oral or it may be written. 7 is computer assisted instructions. That is the use of AV aids in the class, just like we are just now using these AV aids. Number 8 is brainstorming. So brainstorming is basically you will force the students to think about a specific topic. They will relate to their previous information, and there will be a storm of ideas in their brain, or it's just like a warm up activity as well. 9 is independent study. So you just give a topic, and the students are supposed to have an independent study on this topic. Number 10 is sensitivity training. So where any kind of issues and or any kind of idea that you want to convey to the learners, convey to the readers, these types of trainings may be given. This may be social trainings as well, and just like COVID-19. Number 11 is a leadership group or T group. In that you give some roles to the students, and there are some leaders, and they keep on playing different roles, and their main role is a leadership role. So these are the some types of teaching strategies but keep in mind that every style of teaching has some principles. There will be a focus on specific things, and there will be a specific structure as well, and there will be specific principles, and then the application of those principles, obviously that will lead to some advantages and the limitations as well. So hopefully you are supposed to go through all these methodologies so that you may adopt any one of the methodologies in your own classroom. Very much thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.